try to fix the audio.
Oh, I hear my voice at least. Yeah, they have the stream open probably. Lyfeless must be it, because we are using his audio. At least they got started. And you see them in the vault, they are in there for 57 seconds. And... well, they can do whatever they want. They probably shouldn't kill themselves, but... yeah.
That has happened a couple of times.
Yeah, it happens from time to time. It's really easy, you just stick like some of the things in there and just throw them, and if they just land the wrong way on you or other things, they will just kill you.
Yep.
You can also like push most of the things out of the glass, because I don't know why, but you can.
The physics of this game are very good, as we'll see in just a few seconds.
Oh yeah, definitely. Only best physics ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you saw ZooKetra starting there with the ABH, and like Lyfeless doing the same, and they will do it a lot because it's fast, and walking isn't fast. And
sure.
Basically it's bunny hopping backwards, and it came to be because Valve tried to fix bunny hopping and they didn't. And yeah, they tried to fix it by subtracting speed if you go too fast, but they are not checking the direction you're traveling in quite right. So like if you go backwards the game and like press no key, the game assumes that you are going forwards. So it will just make you faster in the backwards direction.
Yep. You ever see both runners being super slow and not going for a button save glitch?
Yeah.
That's okay. At least we don't have to explain it. So, in this next chamber, they're going to get the portal gun, and they're going to start doing an amazingly wonderful glitch called Save Glitch. Now, Save Glitch is a pretty complicated trick. Explaining all the details would take quite a while. But the general idea is that you can shoot offset from one portal as you are to the other portal. So that allows you to shoot basically on the opposite side of the map without actually being there, which is very useful in the speedrun.
Yeah, you can just imagine it as being at the other portal for like shooting, and you can technically you can walk through walls like that, but it doesn't count as out of bounds because, well, your camera isn't out of bounds and your portals shouldn't be. If you do it right, they aren't.
Exactly.
If you don't do it right, they are.
Yeah.
But then...
going for that now.
Oh, Lyfeless isn't even doing the save glitch.
Nope. Yeah, another thing that it does is it also changes your collision, which can be very useful, as we'll see with ZooKetra right now, when you can just walk through doors. And also fall out of bounds, but that's okay. We just reload a save and pretend it never happened, and you stay in bounds.
Yeah, basically like that. The reason why stuff doesn't have collision is because, well, for the game you are at the other portal and there isn't stuff in the way, so the game thinks there's nothing to collide with.
Yeah, it's actually pretty complicated, and there's a lot of details to what you can and can't collide with, but that's the general gist of it.
Yeah. By the way,
for the save glitch, actually.
By the way, the room where the ZooKetra just got out of and Lyfeless is in, they just have to wait for Gladys to finish talking, which happens at some points, and it's really annoying because you can't go any faster. You just have to wait.
Yeah, exactly. The elevator won't go up until GLaDOS is done talking, so you just kind of need to wait and just mess around with the props and stuff.
Yep.
A lot of the maps, like here we see 6 and 7, and later on we'll see 14. Valve is not very good at level design, and you can just place a couple of portals and fling right to the end.
Yep. Basically, the next few chambers will be mostly movement-based, because there aren't a lot of things you can do with just one portal you can shoot. So yeah, the next couple of chambers, you will see a lot of flings and other types of just movement-based strats. But as soon as they get the second portal for their portal gun, you will see some crazier stuff happen. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, they can just go slow and just not do the stuff, but they probably will do stuff.
ZooKetra having some trouble in Chamber 9.
Yep.
Angry shaking of the mouse there to really show how furious he is.
Mm. I mean, that is obviously part of the strat. You have to do that if you fail.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way around it. You will basically see everyone doing it. If they can do better, if they can't do better, then yeah, they won't. Or they will, depending on what they think they can.
So from ZooKetra, we just saw a brief peek out of bounds, but there's really not much you can do to prevent that. It's just kind of a glitchy thing that happens every now and then with the game's visuals. A rule that was implemented was that unless you actually benefit from going out of bounds, and maybe some strat depends on it, then it doesn't really count. So in cases like that, we don't count that as out of bounds because there's no way of preventing that.
Yeah. Technically, I think you could peek out of bounds as much as you want, but there's no advantage to doing that.
Exactly. As long as you don't place portals out of bounds, or you don't consistently stay out of bounds, we don't say that's out of bounds.
Yeah. Basically, the reason why that happens sometimes is because you're going so fast that you just peek a bit out, because you just go too fast into the ceiling.
Yeah. And here we see them doing... ZooKetra's finished already with Chamber 11 and 12. And Lyfeless is now doing a save glitch there.
Yeah.
And he's not having much luck with it.
No, he should have gone a bit forward, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, they are both doing the static save glitch, which, basically has the advantage that you don't have to move a lot. Sometimes you have to move, but you don't have to move a lot instead of the previous one.
Yeah. Lyfeless is having some trouble with that, unfortunately.
He forgot.
Looks like he's forgetting some of the portal shots, and he's getting unlucky with the ones he does hit.
Yeah.
Which could cost him quite a lot of time.
Hopefully he doesn't get stuck in there. He forgets the ceiling shot.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, ZooKetra is in Chamber 15 and doing the save glitch there. But for a change, you actually see where he's shooting, instead of just shooting at random places at the wall.
Yep. Well, Lyfeless isn't having much luck with the save glitch, so he's going for a little bit more of a traditional route.
Yeah.
Which is very unfortunate. It probably cost him 2 minutes, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe more even.
Yeah.
Yeah, ZooKetra just went for the 16 save glitch, which, again, he just shoots portals where they have to be to not land out of bounds, and then skips a lot of the map.
Yep.
I mean, even though it is possible to explain it in more detail, it's not really worth it, because it's basically just you shooting, mostly staying actually in the map. You're just offsetting yourself, and the only difference between SGs is the route you actually take.
Yeah.
So
Lyfeless didn't do the angry shaking of the mouse.
Yeah.
Which is very unfortunate. He's going to lose even more time from that.
I think none of the players did actually use the toilet in their walls, so like instant 20-second time loss at least.
It's instant queue.
Maybe that was the karma that Lyfeless got in 11-12. Who knows?
Yeah. And ZooKetra will probably fail something else.
Lyfeless seems to respond to people that ask how to like change the portal gun to what he has. Interesting strat for like during tourney, but why not?
ZooKetra already in chamber 19 or 18, and then Lyfeless is still in chamber 15.
18 is the last like real chamber map. There's also again a GLaDOS dialogue up there, so he just has time for like fucking around.
Exactly.
Yeah. Again, a lot of people like do some flings in there and stuff there, so it's basically all for show. It doesn't like, if you do it right and don't fail, it doesn't lose any time, so yeah.
ZooKetra going for double lag.
Yeah.
So lag stands for large angle glitch, and basically the game doesn't handle you placing portals on angled surfaces very well, and so if you go through them in the right ways, you can teleport yourself offset to the portals, sort of like how save glitch works. Again, you can use that to skip very large parts of the map, and so you do that twice in 19 to go straight to the end of the map.
Yeah, basically a bit more on how that works. It's basically the game like doesn't allow for your collision box to be tilted, so it can happen that the game thinks you're stuck, but it fails to put you back to the original portal, so you will teleport wherever.
Exactly.
Based on where your other two portals are.
There's also a acute angle glitch, which we'll be seeing in EO2. And the only difference is between large and acute angle glitch is just the angle of the surface that you put them on.
ZooKetra again shaking the camera, so you know something's wrong. And he is attempting EO1 safe glitch there. A lot of people have like somewhat different routes for that, because a lot of people somehow can't get the routes that work for others. So someone like almost everyone has like their own little strat.
Yeah, exactly.
They basically work in kind of the same way. It just depends on where exactly you go.
Lyfeless literally cheating over there, except he doesn't. He just needed to reload a map, probably because he had some issues.
Yeah. I mean, that can happen sometimes because, as you may have noticed, the game isn't always perfect.
The game may have one or two glitches in it. Nothing major.
I mean, sometimes your game just crashes, but like...
It's fine. It's a feature.
Yeah. I mean, then there's like crazy stuff like ISG or something, or item safe glitch, where your items or like things just go like do whatever, fall through the floor and or shit like that. May happen, may not. The game is crazy, but that's what makes it special.
Yeah.
Also,
it's a very fun speed game.
Yeah, definitely, and it's also really easy to get into.
Yeah.
I will just quickly mark ZooKetra as winner. Yeah, it's really easy to get to, and yeah, with mostly just some practice, yeah, you can get a fair way into it. I mean, a lot of people in this tourney just just mainly started out kinda weak and improved a lot over the tourney. In like a few weeks, just... I mean, I myself, like when the tourney began, my time was like barely below 20 minutes, and now I'm close to being under 15 minutes, so...
Yeah, I've improved a lot as well. A lot of people have improved by 2 or 3 minutes. It's really crazy.
I mean, especially in the beginning of the tourney, the world record was lowered like 3 times in one day or something.
Oh yeah.
Or like
and
even...
that was by 15 seconds as well. It was pretty big.
Yeah.
Lyfeless still going for that second lag there.
When he continues, he's just going even closer to the edge of he shouldn't have bothered. Because right now he could be faster by just doing the normal strat from there.
Yeah. The normal strat is worth maybe like 5 times you messing up, but it's not recommended to do the advanced strat for beginners.
Yeah. But at least he got it.
Yeah, we'll see if he does double lag in EO2 as well.
Yeah, let's see that. I think it was just yesterday or like Friday. I had to, like, I commentated the match and someone went for a acute angle glitch and couldn't finish his second run because of that.
Oh no.
Yeah, the first run was really good, like first try AAG, but the second run he just couldn't do it. Okay, ZooKetra just showing off and going for ABH over Goo, which is a pretty hard strat and only saves like a second or something, so it's not worth it.
Yeah.
But there are still a few people that do it in tourney just because they can and show off with it.
Exactly, it's just swag strats, but it takes maybe like 2 or 3 days of practice just to get it a couple times.
Yeah, and then
getting it consistently is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, there are some people I think that can do it pretty consistently, but most can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I said, the time save is so little that it's not worth anything.
So Lyfeless is doing a trick here, which is done in all categories except for glitchless, which is you shoot GLaDOS with a turret. So normally in the final boss fight, you are supposed to shoot GLaDOS with rockets, and every time she takes damage, one of her cores falls off. However, you can just shoot her with a turret, which fires quite a bit faster than a rocket, and that'll just plop all of her cores off right at once.
Except for the last one, so again, there is another time where you have to wait a bit, but most people aren't even close to being fast enough for it to, like, matter.
Exactly.
So, she says something about, like, having a surprise, and that is when normally the first core falls off. But, yeah, there it's the last core because all others were already shot off.
Exactly. I think he missed that last core. Yeah, he missed the last core. Hopefully he has a save. Okay, he does.
Yes. I mean, you can actually recover from that when being down there.
Okay.
I did it a couple of times just because I could. But
I want to know how.
You basically ABH against one of those pillars. You can also AFH, of course, but you have to do it at a like 90-degree angle and place the outside portal on the top of the thing where GLaDOS is in. So you like basically fly into the portal at the top.
That is actually quite genius.
Yeah, I actually made a video on how to do it. Just because the question came up and like I think it was CRISPR, like I was in the stream and everyone was like, well, would there be a way to get out of there? And well, I just had to try. Although like the attempt I filmed on video was like auto hopping because I just didn't want to bother moving my mouse while bunny hopping. Because you have to get the angle like crazy precise. Otherwise you will just fly off to the side. Which I think you can actually fly off the pillar in such a way that you land like on top of the like on top of the like hallway you go through to like ladders, and you can get back in, but it's just ridiculous.
I am starting the second runner, the second round.
Course. Yeah, I will do the commentator control thingy for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just say when you count them down.
I've counted them down now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I actually know how to use the stuff, so the winner text disappears. It's just magic. As if the thing tells you to, but like no one reads it, so...
It's like you're a professional.
I'm not, but...
No, you are literally getting paid to do this.
Totally, like...
So again, our favorite part of the game, the vault.
Yeah.
We have 57 seconds of waiting with not much to do here.
And because 57 seconds of waiting sucks, normally you would use something called vault save or like vault skip. So everyone agreed on like one save file that just starts the vault off like at second 53. And so you have like 4 seconds of waiting. But that is just GLaDOS counting down like 3, 2, 1 and the portal opening. But as you all know, counting down 3, 2, 1 is 4 seconds long. So yeah. Okay, someone did not agree in Twitch chat, but like it's still used, so nothing you can do about that.
I mean, you can not use it, so
yeah. You can. I mean, you can always wait those 57 seconds.
Yeah, but so far a strat hasn't been found that gets you out of the vault in bounds, or consistently even with out of bounds. So
yeah, there are some people that thought about using the out of bounds strat for inbounds. I have just seen that somewhere.
Yeah,
but it's like it would be crazy complicated, and you would like again, it would be so stupidly complicated, especially. Because for the like out of bounds thing, you have to wait till the portal opens.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you won't save any time.
So ZooKetra actually got button save glitch there. So yeah. I will attempt to explain this. The idea is that when you save and load, and the in-game timer actually doesn't move, the game still calculates collision, but it doesn't actually check if you leave any triggers. So you can have the radio push you out of the trigger while you save load, and you will move out of that trigger, but the game will never actually check if you have moved, and so the button will actually stay pressed even after you leave it. It's slower real time, so that's why you see the timers are desynced now, but it's a lot faster in-game time. It's about 12 seconds faster, I think.
Yeah, something like that. It's more than 10, definitely.
Yeah.
Also, maybe another thing that a lot of people don't notice, but you actually lose a lot of time in elevators, but elevators just... yeah, you just have to do them.
Yeah, there's like, what, a minute total of elevators in this game? And it's
more.
a 15-minute speedrun?
Well, I mean, every elevator takes at least 13 seconds.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna do the math real quick, don't mind me.
I actually did it once and counted all the elevators. It should be 18 elevators, I think.
Oh man.
Yeah, so, like, you lose way too much time.
It's a lot.
Before the wall shift, there was 5 minutes 40 of waiting. Yeah, totally.
Lyfeless is doing the save glitch strat now. I think he mentioned that he messed it up the first time.
Yeah. So again, ZooKetra is ahead of Lyfeless, I think. Yeah. But not by a lot right now. Although, as you may have noticed, the timers aren't synced, and that is because in-game time is used. So to eliminate like loading on different hardware and stuff, we use in-game time, which only like counts when you are actually playing the game and the game is not loading or anything.
Yep.
That is also the reason why stuff like button save glitch is actually faster, because even though saving and loading takes time, obviously, it is not counted as the game doesn't do anything, technically.
Yep.
Like it shouldn't, but it does, but yeah.
So for Chamber 9, there's a strat where you can shoot under the door there. And I believe that's the only place in the game where you can actually do that. So,
Or at least the only where it's useful.
Yeah. So
There
you can
might be
enter the
others.
bottom. You can enter the bottom half of the portal and come out of the top half and be on the other side of the door.
Yeah, you just have to be careful that your portal is a bit below or a bit above the middle seam of the door on the floor, because otherwise it will like just kinda eat your portal.
Like Lyfeless having some trouble there.
Yeah. Yeah, it can also happen that your portal is just like there, but too far on one side, or like just a bit in the door frame or something.
Yeah.
Because as everyone knows, door frames aren't real.
It's a glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah, definitely. Really close
ZooKetra.
save there from ZooKetra.
Yeah. He did the spazzy shake with the mouse, so that's probably what saved him.
Yeah. Also, he's doing the, like, I don't know, is it
Traditional save glitch,
Yeah.
I guess.
the other save glitch for 11-12?
There's more than just two.
Yeah. The like static save glitch alone is like there are already like 3 or 4 different versions or something. Just because some of them require you to go faster than others, and yeah, it's just crazy. I mean, also you can just like vary the shots slightly as long as you are inbounds, and yeah.
Hopefully Lyfeless will have a bit more luck with it this time.
Oh, he gets it
There
first
we
time.
go.
Nice.
Ooh, reportal and not
Failed
quite.
repo-
Failed reportal.
Yeah. I think right now he would have saved more time by like doing it normally. The chamber is so short that like even doing the normal route, you take like 25 seconds or something. So, I mean, not the like normal intended route, but yeah, there are some routes that you just can't get wrong. that are that fast, so yeah. Also again, ZooKetra going for like 15 safe glitch there. Oh yeah, Lyfeless FOV is really small. Someone pointed that out in chat. I just couldn't play like that, but... Lyfeless doing a kinda weird safe glitch.
It's the same idea.
Yeah. It just looks weird because his portal was on like the top of the thing in the beginning. I mean, safe glitches, most of them, like the movement is pretty easy to understand as long as your portals are vertically. But
Exactly.
as soon as they are like on the floor or on the ceiling, all your angles just get messed up.
Yeah, so a lot of longer save glitches are very hard to do, not because the portal shots are hard or anything, but it's just because any small mistake you make gets compounded over every single portal shot.
Yeah.
And a lot of the save glitches that you do are completely blind, so you can't see any of the shots. So
yeah, and
it's
also
really
it's like
easy to mess this up.
it's really hard to correct things because of the like portals being on the like ceiling or on the floor. So like if you move your head up and down, it's not actually up and down at the other portal, but sometimes it's even like moving forwards and backwards. It's just weird.
Exactly.
So it's hard to correct for stuff. There's like a new version of SPT that allows you to do an overlay of safe glitches, which is really helpful because you can like for I think the first time really see what you are doing, and that helps in practice a lot. Because before you just like try and error, but now you can actually watch what you are doing. Sadly, it's not allowed in runs. That would be really cool. I mean, just seeing what they are doing right now in safe glitches, I think that would actually be pretty interesting.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
At
you
least
can do
for
it in
someone.
segmented runs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could just Lyfeless stream or game crashed.
Oh no.
Okay, it's just a stream.
Or maybe he had an incredibly long loading time there. Oh no, it is a stream.
Yeah. So obviously, every time someone has long like delays, it's definitely cheating. Obviously.
Yeah. If you can't see every single frame of what they're doing, then they're obviously cheating.
Yeah, and even if you can, they are still cheating. Just
yeah. This is
safe glitch is out of bounds. So, yeah. Wasn't there like someone arguing that like you can never do like true glitchless because just some things are glitches that are like kinda intended or something? I don't know the reasoning behind that, but
well, there are some people who want to do intended strats for glitchless, but there's so many problems with that because people have a lot of questions about what the intended strat is. A common example that's brought up is in Chamber 9, a lot of people have like an idea of what the intended strat should be, but the trailer for the game actually shows a completely different route of you throwing the cube through the small hole in the wall, which is actually really difficult to do even for advanced runners.
Yeah, I mean, it gets easier if you just are good with the game, but like, yeah, as like a normal player, it's so hard to do.
Yeah, and again, like, you can't really say as a fact which one is intended. So.
Also, someone asked what's up with the audio. Basically, ZooKetra isn't streaming the audio, and Lyfeless had the stream open, so it was like marked as not okay.
Unless you want to hear two of each one of our voices, but.
And then four, and then.
Yeah. I should totally set up a choir that way.
What the fuck? Yeah, ZooKetra is now in like Lyfeless chamber and doing the last bits of the game.
He's actually not that far off his PB as well.
Well, I mean like 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah, 20.
Almost exactly 20.
Almost exactly 20, yeah.
Well, I mean, he told me his PB. His PB is 12:46.
Yep.
So, like, yeah. And now
pretty fast.
Pretend to be professional and hit the done button for ZooKetra.
Yep.
And he is suddenly marked as winner.
Wow, look at all that magic.
Damn. I really know how to press label buttons.
Oh man. I wish I knew how to press buttons.
Yeah, it's... Actually, this game teaches you, but like no one does it, so it's okay that you don't know. Totally understandable.
Lyfeless going into doing some flings here, being so very fancy.
Yeah. And then doing some ABHing.
And then opening some doors.
And more ABH. You can actually do like a smoother transition around that corner by just like... You have to do 2 hops from the door to the corner and then just like stand up, turn and do the next hops and you will go very fast. Or you will bump into one of those things sticking out the wall. Kinda whatever the game wants you to happen.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
I guess that was okay. It's like 19 seconds slower than PB, so
yeah.
Either my PB is bad, which it is, or that was a good run.
Well,
actually, that wasn't that bad because I
Lyfeless just missed all the course in the
Oh no!
But at least like last time he like missed one in Gladys's chamber and went out. Yeah, well, Lyfeless is done as well now. Maybe he will come into like for interview, but maybe he doesn't. I think he has the stream open, so...
There we go.
And there he is.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. That was interesting.
Well, how do you feel?
I feel like... maybe I should start running Portal 2 instead. There's no save glitch in that one. I was tempted to just do a glitchless run the second time, see if I do any better.
Yeah,
I mean, nothing would have prevented you.
At least I got the 11-12 first or the second run. That was
Exactly. Yeah, you had some interesting portal placements the first try, and that really messed with that save glitch.
Yeah, you missed a shot quite often.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was the ceiling shot.
Oh, yeah. I guess I probably just didn't shoot that half a time. I don't remember though, so...
Yeah, and you didn't.
Alright, there we go. That was...
We were just like, yeah, he just missed the ceiling. Maybe he will remember next time. And no, you didn't. And no, you didn't.
But then you did, and you kept going with the normal legacy route. So
yeah.
Yeah. So actually, the problem shot you only continued from that.
Yeah.
After you remembered it like once.
I'm glad I know like a lot of the legacy strats, not all of them, but I guess I can
figure
it out if I need to. Yeah. It's nice. How did the rest of the run go, Zook?
Good, I guess. I'm just thinking that second run, I don't know how much time I wasted, but I like decided to try 14 like what do you call it? The fast
reportal?
14? Yeah, the
reportal.
I used to do that.
I don't know how much time I like lost trying that. It would have been really close to PB if I didn't try that.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were also like, yeah, and he's doing reportal and he fails, and
Because
he's
I never
doing it
did it
again.
before. I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll just try it in this. I'll try it.
I used to do reportal, and then I realized I was like consistently failing like 5 times in a row every single run, so I just gave up doing it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
used to
mean,
go
at some
consistent.
point we were just like, yeah, it would have been faster if he just went the like normal.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
It was like
yeah,
a-
I
like
know
the,
that.
not even the like fling from the elevator, just like going to the platform
backup.
and just shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the like shit. I fucked up so bad. I have to use the backup straight. Like, yeah.
Also, I realized even if I got the reportal first try, I'm like, I don't know, I'm not good at like spinning around to ABH anyway, so I should have
still
just done the
don't
normal one.
spin.
Yeah.
I mean, you can turn around an ABH from both of them.
Yeah,
but,
it's just
like,
like harder to do it from the reportal.
Yeah, the reportal only saves time if you can do the spinning ABH in the thing. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I used to be able to do the reportal, and now I just can't anymore.
Yeah, well.
Oh well. Well, that was
well.
fun. I think I made.
Well, I'm
Finzi
glad
mad.
I'm glad I got my 2 races done today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Yeah.
caught up with everyone except the one person who's not scheduling matches, or someone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have the
Okay.
same problem in our group.
So we'll see how that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Oh
swear I
well,
used to be able to do
thanks
that.
to the race.
Ah, no,
No.
that didn't work. All right, yeah, no problem. See you around.
Yeah, see you
Thanks
guys.
for commentating, guys.
Of course.
Bye-bye.
It was a pleasure.
Sorry about having to make you all watch my my terrible 2 runs, but see you around.
Okay, Uncrafted just left already.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rip. Yeah, well, do you have anything to say?
I
Oh no.
I don't believe I have anything more to say.
Yeah,
Follow me on
so-
Twitch. That's it.
Yeah, follow me on Twitch. Usually my runs are better than this one, so just.
I
you have
mean,
to
like,
take my
if
word
if
for
we
it.
are all chilling here, like, no problem. Just follow me as well. I will take that. But other than that, the next portal tourney thing is scheduled in like a bunch of hours, like tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, midday
Lot
tomorrow, I
of
think.
hours.
Yeah, tomorrow 9 a.m. EDT. So yeah, there are 3 runs scheduled at 9 a.m. is 1, 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. And yeah, also check out the other things hosted on Speed Gaming if you're into that. And
Yeah, Speed
Yeah.
Game is a bunch of cool people. Thanks for hosting our tournament, guys.
yeah,
Yeah, well.
thanks for dealing with our stuff, and especially with our problems.
Especially with my run.